Why, hello. Okay, so it's been like what, a week since I finally last uploaded a video. Well, this is why. Because Jenny's behavior is getting out of control, and she's getting into things that she shouldn't be, like the stove, um, a fucking pop tart. I'm sorry, I don't mean to use that word. It's just if you knew and saw what we were dealing with those stupid pop tarts, you might understand. This is how it goes. If I never see a Pop Tart ever again in my life, never taste one, I would be the happiest human alive. Lately, all our child will eat is Pop Tarts. And she'll bring them to you and carry them to you and whine and cry and bite things and hit her head and scream and yell and pout. And while I live in an apartment complex, people complain, people yell, and she just wants a Pop Tart all the time. But they don't fill her up. So she gets hungry quick. And she'll eat 5 or 6 packs a day, which is not a problem because at least she's eating. The problem is I wish she would eat a variety of things. And I desperately need a haircut. And so, also last week, I spent the entire week trying to contact someone about getting an appointment set and scheduled so we could meet with someone about behavioral issues and how to correct it and how to help us. And sadly, even after 5 days of calling people and trying to get it settled and organized, I still don't have an appointment scheduled. What's really hard and what's really bothersome is that we need it, we need the help, and what's the problem is people aren't calling us back like they say they will. People aren't doing their jobs. And it's sad to see how lazy American people have gotten. And it makes me want to cry. I mean, I'm almost in tears right now because it's so hard to talk about. That it took 5 days of hard work of calling these people constantly, of explaining my situation, and I still don't even have an appointment for my daughter. And I won't be able to get one until probably August. It sickens me. It disgusts me. And it makes me not want to go to this agency any longer. There shouldn't be this much of a trouble to get in an appointment, to get help. And for the fact that I'm having such a hard time and such a trouble, it's irritating and it's stressful. And to top it off, a child with autism and coexisting issues, it's just wrong. Um, there's a new a book that I just found that I started reading, and I know that my daughter's ready for potty training. I just don't know how to do it. And people who watch us who don't have a child with disabilities, who doesn't have a child with autism, who doesn't have a child with epilepsy, who just don't understand. And as far as I'm concerned, you can never understand. When a child doesn't talk to you, when a child doesn't communicate with you, when a child can't communicate with you, there's no way of knowing when that child is ready to use the restroom. So how are you to get the child to the restroom before an accident happens? How can any child be fully potty trained when they are unable to communicate to you or to understand that they need to go to the bathroom when they feel the urge to have to go to potty? And how do you explain to a child what the urge to use the restroom is when they don't even understand the word no or don't want to understand it? There's no way to explain it to someone who has raised other children that don't have this disability. It's impossible. So reading as much information as I can about the condition that my daughter has and about other people's experiences is the only thing getting me past and through the experiences I have been through. And like I said, people don't do their job, so it makes it a lot tougher on the family. That would be my daughter throwing something down the steps. And how do you get her to understand that she needs to carry it down the steps and not throw it? And it's probably one of my items and she probably just broke it. I mean, how do you explain this to someone? You can't. You can't explain it to a 3-year-old child who just doesn't understand. I have no idea what it was that she threw down the steps. I can't see it. There is another example on why I need this behavioral help. Right there. Her throwing things down the steps is another fine example as to why I need this. And nobody is calling me back to make this appointment. Some woman named Diana is supposed to call me back and schedule an appointment, and she hasn't done so, and it's been 3 days now. I am going to call her today, and I'm going to say, look, this appointment needs to be scheduled, or I'm going to go above your heads, and I'm going to go to whoever I need to let them know you aren't doing your job. It's taken me 3 months to get what I've gotten right now about scheduling this one appointment. Okay, this is what she threw down the steps. And do you know why? See these? She can't unbuckle these. That's it. There you go, Jen. That's the whole reason she threw it down the steps, is because she wanted that help. This just makes me want to cry right there too, because I need the help. I need to somehow teach her and get her to understand that she can't do that. And yet I have no idea how. I need professionals who know how to do it. And where are the professionals? Why are the professionals not doing their job? Why won't people do their jobs? Why are Americans so bloody lazy and unable to do what they say they're going to do? And why did it take 3 months to get an appointment that I don't even have yet? 3 months of calling people and saying, look, I need an appointment with this person. And then they tell you that they never heard of that person. And then you get so discouraged, you have no idea what to do. You've called every phone number you could and no one's heard of this doctor. And then all of a sudden you make an appointment with another doctor, and all of a sudden they discover that that appointment isn't supposed to happen, and that you're not allowed to go to that appointment because you're supposed to see this doctor. And that's where we're at. And we're in the middle trying to get an appointment with that doctor who previously didn't exist, but all of a sudden now does. And you still can't get an appointment, and I've been fighting this for freaking 3 months. 3 months! It's been 3 months since she's been diagnosed with autism, and she hasn't gotten any new services than what she already prior had. Because nobody's doing their job. Nobody's calling us back. Nobody's doing snipes. And it just flusters me like you wouldn't believe. And it adds more stress onto my life than what should already be there, because you people won't do your jobs. It's ridiculous. Just dumbfoundingly ridiculous. Here, I'll show you my wall. That's where my computer desk is. See it? Those are all the sticky notes of all the people I have called, all the people I have contacted, and all the conversations I have made, and 3 of them are only doctor's appointments. Only 3. That's it. All the others are information from people I have called and different facilities I have called, the times I call them, and the people I talk to, in a very short, brief thing stating of what we talked about, as well as it's on my computer, because my computer has sticky notes. It's Windows 7. Whatever. Well, it's about to end, so I'm going to say, hopefully